Good people of YouTube, my name is Spanner, welcome back to another episode of Broken Sword 2, The Smoking Mirror. We are in the London Museum, we're in the British Museum, in London. That's what I meant to say. We've already checked everything out, we just need to speak with the attendant.
Can I help you, miss?
What can you tell me about the scrying mirror?
That belonged to the alchemist and part-time Elizabethan spy, Dr. John Dee. It was brought back from the New World by Sir Francis Drake and presented to him. It's Mayan, you know.
Interesting.
What is a scrying mirror?
It's rather like a crystal ball, and you can't see anything in it. Apparently, he had a partner who used it to talk with angels. If you ask me, you were barking mad.
Have you ever heard of an English sea captain called El Draco?
El Draco? Not a very English name.
I think that's what the Spanish would have called him. It was about the time of the conquistadors.
16th century. Oh, I know. That's what the Spanish called Sir Francis Drake.
I called it.
Francis Drake? Have you got anything here that belonged to him?
Indeed, miss. We have a couple of artifacts he brought back from one of his journeys.
It didn't look anything like the coyote stone. This one was like a little black shaving mirror. Is the scrying mirror the only piece of obsidian Drake gave Dee?
Funny you should ask. There's another called the Jaguar Stone. Dee never liked it, though. Said there were angels in the mirror, but devils in that stone.
Can I take a closer look at Dee's mirror, please?
No, you cannot. That's why the cabinet is locked. They tried some newfangled interactive scheme. And you can guess what happened. Bloody kids ran off with half the exhibits. Hands-on experience, my foot. In my days, it was hands off, I ask you. What do kids know about ancient Mayan civilization? Nothing.
I didn't think the museum attendant would be interested in a hair grip. Not even a cute one like this. Can you tell me something about the Jaguar Stone?
Certainly, miss. The so-called Jaguar Stone was brought back from the Americas by Sir Francis Drake and presented, with, as you already know, the more famous scrying mirror, to John Dee. The old loony didn't like the stone, though. Reckoned it was tainted by the devil. Come along, miss. I'll show you the mirror.
I've already... Oh, never mind.
There. John Dee's famous scrying mirror, given to him by Francis Drake.
Do you know if this mirror has any relevance to Tezcatlipoca?
Oh? Tizletlik... I can't even say it. There's someone here who'll be able to help you better than me.
Really?
This young lady has some questions to ask, Professor. I think she's from France.
Professor Roubillet?
Eh?
Well,
What?
that's a
You two
coincidence.
know each other, do you? Excuse me, the telephone.
We meet again.
Mademoiselle, France, eh?
Yes, I believe that's where you live, Professor.
I have a house there, on the outskirts of Paris, but I haven't been back for many months.
What can you tell me about the Jaguar Stone, Professor?
It's obsidian, from the Chichen Itza region.
Oh, he's coming back?
Professor Oubier, your taxi's here.
If you'll excuse me, I have some urgent business to attend to at the docks.
At the docks.
Can you answer me some questions about the Jaguar Stone?
Certainly, miss. If you just step this way.
Oh, it's gone.
It's gone. Some sods half-inched it.
Half-inched?
Stolen it, miss. Never mind. The silent alarm will have been tripped. I'm afraid nobody can leave until our crack security team gets here.
How long will that take?
Could be a while. I think it's their tea break.
The thief could be miles away by then.
Don't you worry about that, miss. Just don't try to leave.
It was too much of a coincidence that Oublier showed up and the stone promptly disappeared.
Indeed.
I didn't have time for their crack security team to finish their tea. I had to get after him.
And we will. Can I get this key? What's behind the curtain?
Excuse me, miss. Please don't touch the exhibits.
Can I speak with the guy again?
I didn't steal the stone. I was nowhere near it.
So who do you suppose did steal it?
It must have been Oublier.
Huh! Begging your pardon, but he's a man of letters. A professor.
So was Moriarty. Man of letters or not, he's your culprit. Look at this. The thief left this key in the cabinet.
Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
That makes the theft an inside job, right?
Oh dear.
In other words, the thief was Professor Oublier.
Well, let's leave that for the police to decide, shall we? I better phone them right away.
So, can I leave now?
Hello?
I knew I had nothing to worry about if the police were called.
Yes, I'll hold.
But I had to catch up with Oublier, and fast.
Maybe I can hide here or something? I think he'll probably see me if I try to leave. Oh, it's a door.
The doors were securely locked.
Locked. I don't suppose this will work.
The doors were securely locked. The doors were securely locked. I doubted the girls would be any help to me.
I don't suppose I can just leave? That would be too easy. Well, there's...
I'm sorry, miss, but I shall have to ask you to stay.
Oh, but surely you don't suspect me of stealing the stone?
No, but you will have to make a statement to the police. You're a witness.
I don't suppose I can take this dagger and the scrying mirror.
The key unlocked the case. I locked the case again and took the key.
And can I take the mirror too? Might come in handy.
The key didn't
Oh.
fit this lock. It was an obsidian dagger, thin and razor sharp.
No, and...
That's the kind of thing Georges would do, not me.
and no. Okay, maybe you can use the dagger to force the doors open.
The dagger might lever open the doors, but I wasn't going anywhere until I knew where Oublier had gone.
Oh, I need to know where... Well, he said the docks. Do you know where he went?
You'll have to be quick, miss. I'm on the phone.
Don't you think it's suspicious that Oublier has urgent business at the docks?
Not in the slightest, young lady. He's gone to oversee the unloading of cargo, an exhibition of Mayan sculpture on loan from Mexico City.
What's the name of the ship?
The Xibalba Princess.
Now we know. The Xibalba Princess. So let's go after him. Perfect.
I levered the handle open with the thin dagger.
Well, back to George.
The room had been decorated to resemble the interior of a sailing ship. It was disturbingly effective.
Okay, this way we can leave. We got this marker.
It was the electronic marker which Bronson used with his theodolite.
And the theodolite. That's the name of the thing. Okay, let's can I pick up this lantern?
Holding that lantern, I felt kinda biblical. Like Jesus or Florence Nightingale.
I can use the lantern with stuff. Okay, let's
The ship looked too fragile to touch.
let's check everything.
The ship looked too fragile to touch. It was a beautifully crafted model of a sailing ship. March 20th, 1670 fix. Engaged frigate off Fan Salvador? It was garbage. Huh. I guess being a pirate didn't require too many academic qualifications. The passage went on to describe how Ketch had got wind of the approach of a fleet of English ships. It seemed the new governor had not shared his predecessor's views on Ketch's activities. They were out for his blood. Sailed to that place where I made secure my fortune. I returned safe in the knowledge that the governor shall not discover that which I had hidden. For is it not writ that 'tis easier for a camel to pass through the eye of a needle?
Easier for a camel to pass through the eye of a needle.
It was an old book with spidery writing covering the open pages.
Surprise!
Oh, is that Emily?
What the? Who are you?
I'm Emily,
What were you doing in there, Emily?
hiding. What are you doing here?
Grown-up stuff.
Grown-ups? Pff, I'm never gonna grow up, I'm not. You shouldn't be here. What's your name?
I'm George.
Pleased to meet you, Jaws.
George.
Jaws,
Jeez.
make your mind up.
What can you tell me about Captain Ketch?
That's him on the wall, in the picture.
Yeah? Boy, that's interesting.
He was a sailor captain. This is his house.
Why don't you go play with Rio?
I'm not allowed.
How come?
'Cause Aunt Frost says I'm not allowed out of the house. That's why, Mr. Nosy Beak.
Too bad. Why don't you ask your other aunt if you can play with Rio?
Aunt Mina's cuckoo. Aunt Frost says so. She says when the Lord handed out common sense, Aunt Mina was off getting double portions of chin.
That Rio's a smart kid. He helped me outwit Bronson.
Rio is clever. He can spit ever so far.
I bet you can't keep this piece of coal in your mouth for the next half hour.
Could too. I could keep it in my mouth for hours and hours and hours.
Yeah? Go on then. Prove it.
Don't want to. And if you try to make me, I'll tell Aunt Mina.
Look, an ancient Mayan stone.
Is that a magic stone?
Well, I don't know about that.
No.
Would you like to play darts?
No?
Oh, come on. I'll throw, you catch.
That's dangerous. Darts will stick in me and make me bleed.
Do you know how to use a theodolite?
We don't learn anything about surveying at my school. Not until 5th grade.
Anything else in the chest?
It was Captain Ketch's sea chest. Its battered appearance hinted at salty tales of maritime adventure and swashbuckling. Long months at sea with a rum-sodden, mutinous crew, hardtack and scurvy. And this chest, full to the brim with Ketch's loot, pearls, diamonds, emeralds, and doubloons. On the other hand, it could have been full of spare blankets. It was an actual pirate ship chart. Okay, I've had my hands on an historical document. Now what?
On the desk?
The chart fitted exactly into the recess on the top of the desk.
What you doing, Jaws?
I'm putting this old map on the desk.
What you doing that for, Jaws?
Because it was obviously intended to fit in this recessed area.
How'd you work that out?
It's obvious.
What else is in here?
Captain Frederick Ketch, 1570. Around his neck was a cross. Maybe he was a part-time pirate. The portrait might have made a nice souvenir, but it was too large to carry.
It's the same thing.
It was the portrait of... Hard a port, bosun! Aye, aye, Captain Stobart! She cannot take it, Captain! My lad's dead. Abandon ship! Maybe that wheel was from Ketch's ship. Suddenly, I was 12 years old again. Two bells and all's well. Pirates were cool. It was a ship's bell.
What about the cutlass?
It would have been easy to reach the cutlass and slip it in my pocket.
Are you sure?
It would also have been the most regrettable action of my life. It was a shiny and very sharp-looking pirate's cutlass.
I don't think we need anything over here. Let's check this barrel.
Yow! I should have known better than to put my hand in there. Grandma Stobart had a nasty experience in a water butt once. It was an old wooden barrel. Maybe it was from Ketch's ship. That looked like that's where it was supposed to be, so I left it there. The desk had obviously been cut to fit the chart. Or maybe vice versa. That might come in useful, in ticklish situations.
What you doing now, Jaws?
Knock it off, will ya? There's something you ought to know. I don't buy cute or lost puppy. I'm just borrowing this feather, that's all.
Why?
I might be able to make use of it.
You gonna steal it? That's bad. I'm gonna tell on you.
No, don't do that.
Why not?
Well, because I'm not stealing, just borrowing.
A pen holder and an inkwell.
It was firmly attached to the desk. It was the holder for the quill. It was an indented well in the corner of the desk. I guess it was intended to hold ink, but it seemed unnecessarily wide. Maybe Ketch had used it to hold his rum bottles steady in heavy seas.
Let's see. Can I use this feather on the pen holder?
What you doing now?
Grown-up stuff.
I doubt that.
I've put the feather back. Are you happy now?
Don't you want to steal it anymore?
For the last time, I didn't steal it.
That's your word against mine, and I'm the one with the dimples.
I can take the quill again. So it's probably something different I need to do. Can I put this over here?
The lantern fitted so precisely in the inkwell, it could only be deliberate. Before you ask, I've put the lantern in the inkwell. See? It fits.
Why?
Because it was cut to fit.
Why?
Because sneaky old Captain Ketch made it that way.
Why?
What is with all the questions?
'Cause I'm interested.
Why?
'Cause I have the insatiable curiosity of the young.
Why?
All right. Truce.
Now what? Should I use this in the inkwell? No.
That looked like the desk had obviously been cut to fit the chart.
Can't use the lantern anymore.
The base of the lantern fitted precisely in the inkwell.
Maybe something else? Why can't I examine the chart?
Why don't you run along and play?
Aunt Mina told me. Stay out of mischief.
Well, that doesn't mean you have to stay indoors, does it? On a beautiful day like today?
There's a storm coming.
Oh, nuts. You don't know that.
I do so. I can see the whole world from the window.
Yeah, well, like I said, I'm busy. That cross you're wearing, Emily,
It's my lucky Jesus cross.
it's just like the one Captain Ketch wore.
Uh-huh.
Can I borrow it?
Uh-uh.
What would you trade for that cross, Emily?
A puppy.
Well, I don't happen to have a puppy in my pocket right now. Can you think of anything else you'd trade?
Don't know.
Would you like this? The theodolite?
She wouldn't have been interested.
Or this?
She wouldn't have been interested.
Oh, you don't want the statue of Tezcatlipoca?
She wouldn't have been interested. I don't...
This seems wrong.
She wouldn't have been interested.
But I'll do it anyway.
She wouldn't have been interested. She wouldn't have been interested. She wouldn't have been interested. There were several things I wanted to say to that awful kid, but I held my tongue.
Oh, maybe if I just use this...
She wouldn't have
No.
been interested.
What do I need this for? It's the only item I can place here in the pen holder and then I can take again. Can I knock her out with a stone? Yeah, she's wearing Catch's cross. How can I get her to give it to me? She wants a puppy. I don't have a puppy. She wants none of my items.
She wouldn't have been interested.
Can I leave? See if there's any new developments outside? I guess I can. Maybe if I convince the Catch sisters to let her play outside or something, but they are not here. Rio's still here. Maybe he can help me out.
What do you give to a small, irritating girl who asks about everything?
Try a conch. Delicate colors, interesting shape, and when you put it to your ear, you can hear the sea.
Yeah, why's that?
Usually because you're standing next to it.
Cool. Have you got one?
Yeah, but I promised it to my sister. She well vexed with me.
Why is your sister mad with you?
Well, last night, when I got home with our supper, she went wild. Rio, she said, how come all you ever catch is puffer fish? A sicker puffer fish. What I want is tiger fish. So don't bother come back home till you catch one, boy. I don't see how I'm gonna catch no tiger fish. All I have is a fishing pole and a worm.
Would you like a feather to make a better lure?
What do you need to catch a tiger fish?
One of them real fancy flies like the rich fishermen use.
Any use for a quill?
What's a quill?
It's what people used to write with in Captain Ketch's days.
No, man. I'd sooner be fishing.
No. Okay, he needs... Oh, maybe the dart with the feather?
That wouldn't work.
Would you like a dart?
What you got there?
I didn't think the kid would be interested in that.
Are you sure? It looks like one of those things he was asking for. Oh, maybe this is shiny.
What you got there?
I didn't think the kid would be...
Oh, come on.
That wouldn't work. No, I had to think of something else.
Hmm.
No. No. I don't. There was nothing else I...
Nothing else. Okay. So a conch, huh? He has one.
I didn't want a fishing net.
I need it. But he wants something in return. A fancy fish lure. Now, where could I get that? I thought my dart would be good enough. It probably needs to float though.
The novelty value of having an inner tube in my pocket had worn off. I left it there. I wasn't going to risk further laceration by the cat's claws. There was nothing else I wanted to do with the flagpole.
Guess I can't do anything else out here. Let's go back inside. I think I'm on the right track with the dart, but it needs to float. I guess.
There were several things I wanted to say to that awful kid, but I held my tongue.
Can I check in here again?
Whatever lived in that barrel could stay there as far as I was concerned.
Did I do anything? No.
Two bells and all's well.
Pirates were cool.
Can't I get to the second floor? No. Okay, can I combine some items?
I wasn't convinced. Nope. No.
Let's do them all.
I wasn't convinced. No. Not s- No. That is...
No,
I wasn't-
no,
No.
no.
Nope.
Well, obviously not this stone.
That would... I'd better... That is... I wasn't... Nope. That wouldn't work. That...
Are you sure?
I don't... Wrong... That would... Wrong...
Wrong, wrong, wrong.
Nope. Not such a good... That is... I wasn't... I don't... Nope. I'd better...
Well, nothing. Can't do anything with this net, can I?
I didn't want a fishing net.
Of course. Can I do anything with the bicycle?
There was nothing else on the bicycle wreck I could use.
Or the boat?
I wasn't going anywhere in that boat without Rio to sail her.
What you got there?
I didn't think the kid would be interested in that.
What you got there?
I didn't think the kid would be interested in that.
Well, I did ask him about the feather, so it might be important.
What you got there?
I didn't think the kid would be interested in that.
Oh well, we'll find out how to solve this next episode. For now, Thank you guys for watching, hope you enjoyed another episode of Broken Sword 2, and I will see you all next time.